What's up, you guys? Sorry for that little long intro, the deep thought. It's crazy what's going on in Texas, man. These ICE attacks, some happened in Chicago. It makes no sense. We voted for this, people. We want the immigrants back where they belong. If they criminals, put them in jail. Get them out of here. What is wrong with y'all? All this keep on saying Trump is fascist and dictator, all this other stuff makes no sense, man. Come on, America. America first. Makes no sense, man. How people's dying for no reason. For no reason. No reason.
Started shooting from a nearby rooftop and fired indiscriminately at the ICE facility, including a van that was in the Sally Port. DHS says 3 detainees in that van were shot, and at least one of the detainees was killed. The gunman then turned the gun on himself. Officials say.
But why he didn't kill himself first? Come on, man. I don't know what's going on, what the attacker's agenda is, but it seems like, yeah, it's bullshit. Stop saying all this anti-Reddick BS, man. That's what I'm trying to get at. He took time out to write on the bullet or bullets.
Spoke about this
should come together.
Right, man. About demonizing each other. Let's just have a good conversation with each other. Come to understanding, agreement. We gotta come to an agreement on these things.
So many responding to this attack this afternoon. Vice President J.D. Vance posted a statement on X saying, quote, the obsessive attack on law enforcement, particularly, he tweeted, quote, this assassination will not slow our arrest, detention, deportation of illegal immigrants. Again, guys, this happened outside of a processing center where illegal migrants are taken to get processed after they're arrested by ICE.
All right, Brooke Taylor in Dallas on the scene for us there. Stand by. Thank you.
All right, Bill Daly's former FBI investigator and joins us now. I mean, this almost seems like a daily occurrence, Bill.
Political violence is not good. Any violence is not good, man.
Trying to force their way in, stopping vehicles. So, it is kind of a buildup of what we've seen over the past few months, only to this point to a deadly level. I think a lot of people speak about this rhetoric, outside a few things, but I know a lot of people speaking about it, but more about the investigation. But, when you have elected officials calling ICE agents, agents, modern Gestapo agents.
Right.
Governors moving to not have masks on ICE agents because they want what people to know who they are so they can go after. All of these things are lead up to people who might be prone, who are driven in a certain with ideology or direction as we see today, and they carry out these horrific acts.
Bill, what is with this? I don't know if you would call it a trend, seeing where these assassins and mass shooters now like to try and carve little messages on shell casings before they carry out.
Good one. I'm glad you brought that up. What's going on with these carvings, man? On these casings and eyes.
I mean, it may have visual murderers or other people may do something similar to this, but it's not a trend. This seems to be certainly a trend. We saw it with the Mangione shooting in New York against the United Healthcare CEO, where he left his bullets on the sidewalk. We saw it with Charlie Kirk's shooter, and now here. So you hate to say a copycat, but certainly all the hallmarks of it is within the past few weeks, months, if you will. We have people doing the same thing. The other thing, Jillian, I want to talk about is this.
Yeah, people on TikTok and other places celebrating Charlie Kirk's death and all that shit. You get bullshit like this. You can't keep on saying ICE is the bad guy. ICE is doing their job from the government, which it was elected to do. Clear the border. Get them out of here. If you got papers, keep your papers up to date. Just like having a driving license. You want to drive, make sure your driving license is up to date. And yes, we do walk around with papers, but it's called ID and driver license. Those two things you need to go in and out the house with, no matter where you go down. Come on, people.
I think, a couple of positive things to be taken away from this. Law enforcement was extremely responsive to this. FBI there on the scene, I think under the leadership of Director Patel, they're trying to be very forward-leaning and transparent. That was mentioned both by the SAC, agent in charge of the Dallas office, as well as Director Patel, who came out and posted those images that you just referenced. They're trying to be as transparent, as forward-leaning as they can, and to help the American people not start to spin their wheels with worrying, who's this shooting, is that they were able to provide some clarity pretty quickly with releasing that photo.
I want to come back, Bill, to this idea of the rhetoric. This is Joshua Jahn, who's the ICRO director there in Dallas. Here's what he said a little more than that.
This is the second time I've had to stand in front of you and talk about a shooter. All of this is that the rhetoric has to stop.
It has to stop, people. You got to stop.
Against
You know, we should mention that there were the shootings at ICE facilities in Texas not long ago. Add to this, and then you have the shooter, who sources identified at Fox News as 29-year-old Joshua.
Right. Do more research for y'all. Jump the gun. I don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. Bogus shit happen.
Is it
Mental illness.
You just don't know what reaches a individual and what breaking point they have. And although many people can kind of, flick this rhetoric off as being just that political rhetoric, it does affect a number of people. And I think today, John, with all of the various sources that people get information, or ones that they want to lock themselves into with regard to social media or news outlets, and they're hearing it over and over again, the fragility of people, where they are at any particular moment, may lead them to commit one of these acts.
Where'd he get the ammo?
These acts. Who was he around? Was he talking to other people about this? It's the same thing they're going through right now, still on the heels of the investigation of the Charlie Kirk assassination, is to find out who else might be in the orbit of this person, who may be either encouraged, provided information, in any way knew of these plans and didn't come forward. So, there's still a lot of stones to be turned over in this investigation.
We've been talking a lot on this channel, Bill, this week.
Mass mandates. Come on, y'all.
Take a listen to what he said.
Look at the clowns clapping.
The identities of specific individuals.
The Democratic Party, y'all stupid, man. Y'all burnt. For the next 20, 30 years, Republican. That's it. Vote Republican. That's what's going to happen. Y'all keep on going for these immigrants. Y'all going against everything for America. America first. Y'all going against everything about America. I don't get it. These people ain't bringing no money to America. We are. We the Americans. We the taxpayers are bringing all the money. All they doing, they do come. All they do is come to America and send their money back to other countries. Back to where they live at or stay there, whatever. They're not helping America out. They're not living the American dream. They're not trying to live the American dream. They on some bullshit. They hate America. Death to America, all the other chants on college campus and other places here in America. Go over to other places and do all that bullshit ass talk. Get your ass hung, cut, neck off, all type of stuff will happen to you violently in other countries. And here we are in America, free speech. I got a podcast, YouTube channel. Nobody hold me back. I made sure I get my butt up, get this money, hustle, took time, got the stuff I need. Here I am right now broadcasting to you guys. I can either do it live or I can do it record anytime I want to. No excuse.
Which seem to be in certain locales more contentious than others, is they're very much concerned about their well-being and safety of themselves and their families, who may come under attack. Could be everything from people showing up at their doorstep. Very easy today, a couple of clicks away, you can find out who somebody is by an image and therefore where they live. So those are things people are concerned about. But you have to really, when the governor says that, you have to say, well, what is he then saying? He's saying that it's okay for all these people to then be further exposed because they're carrying out their duties as sworn law enforcement officers of this country, carry out the laws have been prescribed by Congress. So, I mean, I think we have to take a look at that very sobering. The other thing, Jillian, is that, with a lot of the talk about, people having due process. Well, today, two of these people who are being just detained are denied their due process because they've been killed. So when you flip that around, you have to say, what is really happening here when someone's willing to take not just someone's life, but the intention was to take
innocent until proven guilty. They got shot.
Agents who go out there every day, and they are just merely carrying out the laws of the United States of America.
That's all I'm saying.
One of them back in July on Martha's show, the story. Her name is Selena. Listen to what she told us.
I'm very proud to say that I work for ICE, and to have to take off my polo or, hide behind so that way my family is not put in danger or my colleagues are not put in danger. And like I said, proud to work for ICE and to have to kind of put my polo down or my badge.
She look Latino to me. She's not black. She don't look white. So she wrong, but helping ICE, working for ICE. She's an ICE agent, so she's racist. Wait, is she racist? Against her own people? Wow. She's doing her job, man. Keeping America safe.
The safety of us.
Exactly right, Charles. Supposed to do what you
Right, and over again too as well.
Who are law enforcement officers of the country sworn to uphold being guided by politics here. They very much concerned about their safety, and it makes sense that they need to protect themselves. I hope that there's superseding federal statutes that will allow for all these federal officers and ICE agents to continue to to cover themselves in states like California and other jurisdictions where they need to do it.
Yeah, I'm saying thing. I'm gonna leave it there too. I just want to react to that right quick. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop doing this violent stuff with each other, man. It's just got to stop. Makes no sense. You know, we gotta do better as people, man. We gotta stay prayed up, get that Bible out, get together, talk to each other, call on each other, check in on each other, all that good stuff, man. Jesus is King. Like, subscribe. Catch y'all later. Catch y'all later.